BioWare, gran compañía, BioWare. Sacan la polla, los de BioWare. Qué excepción. Que ya jugaré al Dark Souls, tío, o sea, ya está, dejadme que esté tranquilita. Ya cuando juegue al Dark Souls ya se me hinchará la vena. Oh, Miranda, qué asco le tengo a Miranda.
Did everything right. More than we could have hoped for.
Qué mal me queda Miranda, es que lo siento.
Commander Shepard uncovered the truth.
And still it's not enough.
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack.
But they're sending her to fight Geth. Geth! We both know they're not the real threat. The Reapers are still out there.
And it's up to us to stop them.
The Council will never trust Cerberus. They'll never accept our help, even after everything humanity has accomplished. But Shepard, they'll follow her. She's a hero, bloody icon. But she's just one woman. If we lose Shepard, humanity might well follow.
Then see to it that we don't lose her.
El hombre ilusorio es un personajazo, Un mes después del ataque de masacre de la Ciudadela, la humanidad ha tomado el control político de la galaxia. Ahora el Consejo liderado por humanos está obligado a responder a la evidencia de que han vuelto los segadores. Máquinas enormes que erradican las civilizaciones avanzadas cada 50.000 años. Entonces, vamos, que básicamente que el consejo, el 2, me acuerdo cuando lo regalaron en Origin. Jesucristo, cómo me enamoró. Más efectos, la historia de su universo, el lore. Es tan buen juego que te mete en su historia, es muy inmersiva, sinceramente parece una película o serie. Exactamente, tienes toda la razón. Tienes toda la razón. O sea, yo siempre he pensado que Mass Effect tiene el material para hacer un live action. Lo que pasa es que ahora, con la mierda de live action que están haciendo, prefiero que no lo hagan. Prefiero que no lo hagan, sinceramente, con la mierda que están haciendo. Aunque bueno, el Henry Cavill ya ha dicho que a él le encanta Mass Effect y que él estaría dispuesto a participar en un live action de Mass Effect siempre y cuando lo hagan igual al juego, respeten el material original. Si está Henry Cavill en el proyecto para asegurarse de que lo hagan bien, por mí, que lo hagan, pero me da miedo. Me da miedo.
Cruiser is changing course. Now on intercept trajectory.
Can't be. Stealth systems are engaged. There's no way a Geth ship could possibly...
Haré que te sientas Shepard. Exactamente. Es que BioWare se saca la polla con cada juego que hace.
Presley!
Kinetic barriers down. Multiple hull breaches. Weapons offline. Somebody get that fire out.
¿No? Si mira los Skylar. El Blade, vale. Pásamelo por el canal.
Is ready for launch. Will the Alliance get here in time? The Alliance won't abandon us. We just need to hold on. Get everyone onto the escape shuttles. Joker's still in the cockpit. He won't abandon ship. I'm not leaving either. I need you to get the crew onto the evac shuttle.
Empieza bien
I'll take
épico,
care of Joker.
Empieza bien épico este Mass Effect.
Commander! Caden, go!
Es que qué huevazos tiene la Shepard, Y qué huevazos. Es que el personaje de Shepard es uno de los mejores personajes de la historia de los videojuegos. Tal cual, o sea, qué cojonazos que tiene. Y lo mejor que puede hacerle a una mujer. Y puede ser un personaje que es uno de los mejores personajes femeninos de la historia de los videojuegos, tío. Ay, mira la Normandía. Pobre. esto es una pasada, ¿eh? O sea, que el juego empiece así, tío. Que el juego ya empiece así, tan caótico. O sea, es una pasada. Es como que... ¿Cuándo el directo de Osu? Hostia, pues no lo sé, porque es que me da miedo el copy. El copyright no lo sé, pero alguna vez haré directo.
Come on, Joker. We have to get out of here.
No, I won't abandon the Normandy. I can still save her.
The Normandy's lost. Going down with the ship won't change that.
Yeah, okay.
Saludos,
Help me out.
manía. Cuando haga el directo de los...
Watch the arm.
En Afterlife. Sí. Un gran clip, ¿eh? A tomar por culo la Shepard. Es que empieza bien épico, tío. Que es en plan, no, empiezas pues un poquito como el Dragon Age 2, ¿no? Que empiezas un poquito para acordarte las mecánicas, pasea por ahí, mata a un par de lobos. No, aquí la nave se ha estrellado y tu personaje la está palmando. Míralo, mírala. Se está ahogando, mira. Y, mira, sacas un oxígeno ya. A tomar por culo la Shepard. Aquí no, ¿sabes? Aquí no es como el Dragon Age, que también es de BioWare, que empiezas ahí matando un par de lobos para acordarte las mecánicas del juego y todo eso, es otro personaje nuevo. No. Aquí tu personaje se muere y la nave se ha estrellado, ya no existe la Normandy y todo eso. Así es como empieza Mass Effect 2. Y claro, tú dirás, bueno, es que... Ah, mira, el cómic interactivo, vamos a verlo. Me encanta el cómic interactivo, lo vais a ver, es una pasada. Pero... seguro que pensáis, no, pero es que, a ver, es predecible que la Shepard no va a morir, porque es que es el personaje principal. Bueno, teniendo en cuenta que es BioWare, cuya otra franquicia a la par que Mass Effect es Dragon Age, donde en cada juego hay un personaje diferente, no es el mismo, pues la verdad es que... El cómic interactivo. Ya lo salvé el mito, ya lo salvé, está vivo.
Just another routine mission. Why do they always say that before a mission? Of course it's routine. You haven't done anything yet. It's everything that happens along the way. The choices you make. The paths you choose. That turn the routine.
El personaje de Shepard es la puta hostia.
Of course, that's how it started. A routine mission. Answering a distress call. And look where that got me. We were testing out the Normandy, Captain Anderson's new ship, when the distress call came in. An Alliance patrol on Eden Prime had been attacked. They'd seen something they couldn't explain. But whatever it was massive. I hit the ground with my lieutenant, Caden Alenko.
Y los cómics se pueden comprar.
Loyal, by the book.
Los cómics se pueden comprar y todo, se están para comprar.
We came across the
Y son cómics muy tochos, ¿eh?
Gunnery Chief
Plan
Ashley
novela.
Williams, a soldier to the core, tough, disciplined, ready to take on whatever came her way. Ashley joined up with us and took us to the spot where she lost her squad. That's when we saw it. The ship. Like nothing I'd ever seen. It was massive, scorching the colony and everything around it as it blasted away. We followed the path of destruction to an artifact, a beacon left by a long-dead race called the Protheans. The colony had dug it up, and whoever attacked them had tried to take it. Lieutenant Alenko made the mistake of getting too close. He hit him with some type of energy. I grabbed him and threw him out of the way. That's when it hit me. Hard. Every muscle in my body went rigid. I couldn't move. Could barely breathe. Everything went black. And then I saw
Y
something.
también tener en cuenta que todo eso lo han tenido que grabar con 2 voces, ¿sabes?
Dream. A nightmare. By the time I woke up, we were halfway to the Citadel on our way to meet the Council. I was expected to explain what I'd seen. Anderson came along. So did Udina, our political representative on the Citadel. With those 2 heavyweights, it seemed reasonable we could persuade the Council that the ship we'd seen was a potential threat. As was the individual behind the attacks. The main suspect for the Eden Prime massacre was a Turian Spectre named Saren.
Cuando el consejo me
He'd
mandó a la
been
verga,
seen by one of the survivors from the colony at Eden Prime, and there was some evidence to suggest that
Ahora
the
están
ship
muertos,
was
jaja.
connected to Saren. But even Udina's pointed accusations weren't enough to convince the Council. They
Que
just couldn't
Hackett es-
believe one of their
el
chosen
almirante
elite
Hackett es
specters could be
argentino.
guilty of something like that.
¿En serio?
They needed proof, which meant I needed proof. Fortunately, I wasn't alone in my search. Garrus, another Turian, wanted to help.
my love.
A top agent for Citadel Security. Despite orders from his superiors that he shouldn't get involved, he told
En
me
ese
he
juego sí no
was
te me
suspicious
escapas,
of
Garrus.
Saren, and he had some useful leads.
Mass Effect 3.
More
Hostia, ¿qué
importantly,
dices?
he was willing to share them. That led me to Rex, the biggest, nastiest looking Krogan bounty hunter I'd ever seen.
Y feo que había visto en mi
It turned
vida.
out to be
¡Hala, qué
more than just a
mala!
brute.
Que no,
It was
pobre,
his intel that
pobre.
led us to a fugitive with incriminating evidence on Saren. The fugitive turned out to be an energetic little Quarian named Tally. A tech expert with a knack for hacking. She'd
Aquí salen más
procured some
curianos.
information on
Varianos,
Saren.
varianos.
Evidence
Se me ha
that
ido.
proved Saren was dirty. Tally's evidence proved
En ese
that
juego
Saren
salen
was
más, en el
responsible
primero
for the
no, en el
massacre
primero solo
on
sale
Eden
ella,
Prime,
creo.
and
Pero
that
en
the
ese sí que
immense
sale más.
warship we'd spotted was in fact Saren's flagship. But it went much further. Saren was trying to find a way to bring back a race of sentient machines from dark space. Machines allegedly responsible for cleansing the galaxy of all organic life. These Reapers were blamed for wiping out all life 50,000 years ago, including the Protheans, and disappearing back through the mass relays to dark space, leaving no trace that they'd ever been. That explained why Saren was after the beacon, and it made some sense out of my visions.
Pues no tengo ni puñetera idea, pero en cuanto
I
pueda.
couldn't convince
O
the
sea,
council that the Reapers were a threat.
voy a
But
estar
they
en plan
agreed Saren
fangirl
had to
todo
be
el rato
stopped.
yendo a hablar con él.
They stripped him of his Spectre status and gave me the honor of becoming
No
the
sé si
first
llegará,
human
a ese
Spectre.
directo no llega. Lo de culiar no
first
llega a
task,
ese directo, Eso ya
Bring
os lo
down
digo.
Saren. Anderson decided to stay behind, giving up his ship, the Normandy.
Ay, no
He
me
told me
gusta
I'd
el
need it
diseño
more
de
than he
Anderson
would.
en este...
He also pointed me in a direction.
No me gusta el
Liara,
diseño de Anderson.
a Prothean expert, adept in biotics, and maybe most importantly, daughter of Benezia, Saren's top lieutenant. And like most Asari, as beautiful as she is intelligent, and born with a unique ability to meld with other species, Liara was able to help me decipher some of the vision the beacon had given me. Nothing concrete, but it gave me some clues. And a new appreciation for the Asari. Her technique for accessing my vision was unexpected, but not at all unpleasant. Caden was a little concerned about the connection I shared with Liara. As commander, I knew either relationship had the potential to interfere with the mission. I told Caden I wasn't interested in Liara. I had my eyes on someone else. But we agreed
¿Y
we
esto?
wouldn't let it get in the way
Espérate,
of our
espérate,
mission.
esa parte.
Finding
Claro, ¿ves?
Saren.
Porque estos tres son con los
Thanks
que
to
puedes
Liara's
empatizar
help,
más con
we had
Javi
our
que con
next
Ashley.
lead, Benezia.
Sí. Sí,
Saren had taken
empatizo
her
más
to
con
an
Javi que
area
con
where he
Miranda. Es que
slayed
Miranda me cae como el
the
puto culo. Es que
dangerous
no me
race
voy a
of
cansar de decirlo. Es que
insect-like
la odio,
creatures,
la odio.
the Rachni. He ordered Benezia to use the same technique Liara had used on me to extract information from the Rachni Queen. Queen's
Javik
drones were
salía en este
everywhere.
juego,
and
en
they
el
were
tercero.
not
Creo que Javik no salía hasta el
We had to
tercero,
fight through hundreds of them to get to Benezia. By the time we arrived, Saren was gone, with the information. I tried to reason with Benezia, but Saren had indoctrinated her. He had somehow acquired the ability to control people's actions and
Sí,
wills.
porque encima la llevé. Yo la llevé.
Benezia wouldn't
A
surrender,
Liara.
and Liara was forced to watch her mother die in her arms. And I was left with an angry, dangerous Rachni Queen to deal with. She claimed her drones would do no harm if I released her. But the Rachni had terrorized the galaxy before.
La dejé libre.
Couldn't do it. I wouldn't doom an
La dejé
entire
libre.
species for past sins.
Sí, he jugado. Me he pasado ya el
And the
Cyberpunk.
Queen was true to
Me lo he
her
pasado
word.
ya.
She left and took her army of drones with her. With Saren's top lieutenant
Y me lo
dead,
quiero volver
he
a
was
pasar
quickly
ya
running
que
out
está
of
un poquito
time
más
and places
arreglado,
to
pero
hide.
ya me lo he pasado.
I tracked him down at
El
his
juego se
base
puede
on
jugar
Vermont.
perfectamente, ¿eh? O
But
sea,
we
eso de
soon
que los
learned it
bugs
was more than a
los
base of
bugs
operations.
que
It was a
Cyberpunk
breeding
tiene
ground.
bugs injugables.
Saren was breeding
No,
an army
pa'
of
mí no.
Krogan. He'd found a cure for the genophage, a disease inflicted on the Krogan to prevent them from
Hasta con la
breeding
reina
and taking over
Miranda,
the
el
galaxy.
Randy con Miranda. Es que sí, es que no la
Maybe
aguanto,
Saren
tío,
was
es que lo
breeding more
siento
slaves,
mucho. No sé si hay alguien
mindless
que le gusta a
beasts that
Miranda,
obeyed
pero que no
Saren's
puedo
will.
con ella.
I had to destroy the base and all its research. Rex disagreed. Violently. Rex wanted the genophage cure for his people.
Mira
I
esto,
tried to
esto.
convince him to help me destroy it, that these Krogan weren't real. But he wouldn't
Yo...
back down. Fortunately,
Yo no
Rex
escogí a
is
ninguna de
smarter
las
than he
dos.
looks.
Yo escogí
He
al
realized
poli.
this wasn't the way to help
Es
his
que
people.
escogí
And that
al poli.
Saren was the real
Pero
threat.
entre las dos me quedo con
When we
Judy.
finally got to the center of the base, I realized just how close Saren was to
Que me gusta
completing
más su
his
estilo.
plan. He was already in communication with the Reapers. Sovereign, Saren's flagship we'd all assumed was just a ship, was a Reaper. It spoke to me, threatened me. I could feel the menace it had for every living thing. It wanted me dead. It wanted us all dead. And I knew it was capable of doing just that. What I couldn't understand was why Saren would help it. But there was no time to think about it. Sovereign knew where we were. We had to destroy the base and get the hell out. I split my team into 2 squads, sending Ash with one and Caden with the other as
Sí,
a
la verdad que
distraction.
las opciones son muy
We
limitadas.
had a
Mira, por
nuke
ejemplo,
and we
Mass
planned
Effect.
to use it.
Mass Effect tiene un montón de opciones.
Before we could detonate the bomb, Saren showed up. We fought. I stalled him to make time for my team. And in talking to him, I realized the truth. It wasn't Saren who was indoctrinating everyone. It was Sovereign, the Reaper. And Saren was in deeper than all of them. He tried to convince me he was still in control. Said he'd found a way to reduce the Reaper's influence, but he was kidding himself. Or believing the lies Sovereign was telling him. Before I could convince him to stop, he ran, leaving me just seconds to extract my squad mates. I tried, but it wasn't fast enough.
La verdad que Ida.
I could only save one of them. Ash was a good friend, and a great soldier. But I had to choose. And I chose Caden. That was the last time Saren would slip away from me. I knew then, the next time we met, one of us would die. With my team mostly intact, we chased Saren and his army to Ilos,
Más
a
que
long-lost
Saren, no,
planet that
Saren.
once belonged to the Protheans. As we prepared for what we knew
A ver,
would be a
Saren,
desperate
si
fight, I spoke to my
desbloqueas la
crew.
escena final, en plan, el
We
diálogo
were just
final
one
de
ship
Virtud,
against
y te
Saren's
das cuenta
growing
de que él
army.
realmente es bueno,
I
que
assured
él
them all
aún,
that despite the
él aún
odds,
mantiene
we
su
could defeat
espíritu
him. But
y que
Caden
quiere
saw through my
resistirse,
words.
pues mejora el personaje.
He knew I was hurting after Ash's death. He could sense my doubts. We both knew this mission could be our last. Until that moment, we put our feelings aside for the sake of the mission. But why wait? We gave in to each other,
El Keiran del cómic,
and it was perfect.
el Keiran del cómic es
While it
bien
lasted.
raro.
We arrived on Ilos close behind Saren. Once on the planet, we discovered a Prothean databank that helped me put the final pieces of my vision together. The Reapers had come 50,000 years ago, and every 50,000 years before that, each time purging the galaxy of life. The Protheans had fought and died like every species before them, but a few survived long enough to leave a parting gift. The Protheans had discovered that the Citadel was the key to controlling the mass relays. By sabotaging the Citadel, they found a way to close the relays to dark space, slowing the Reapers' return, giving us the time we needed to find a solution to stop the Reapers once and for all.
I
Saren
should
knew
go.
this. He was
Hostia, el
leading his
meme,
army
el
to
meme
take
del
control
I
of the
should
Citadel
go que
and
sale en el
reestablish the
DLC de la
relays to dark
ciudadela
space,
de Mass Effect 3.
bringing the waiting Reapers here to destroy us all.
Es que
We
encima,
followed him to the
es
Citadel.
que encima,
It was intact, but heavily damaged. He
la
caught the
comandante
Council fleets by
Shepard,
surprise, and they were
o sea,
only
bueno, el
now
comandante
regrouping.
también, obviamente, porque es un
With
personaje que no
Sovereign
tiene
as his
género, ¿no?
flagship, there was
Pero
little hope that the fleets could
no es una
counterattack with enough
Merisu.
strength to take back the Citadel.
Cualquier otro personaje
Saren was
femenino
done
que
running,
esté tan rota como
and I
la
was
comandante
done
Shepard
chasing
diríais,
him.
buah, es que es una Merisu,
As
es
the
que todo le
Alliance
sale
and
bien,
Council
pero
fleets
en cambio
battled
Shepard
Saren's
no,
army
porque tiene
outside the
un
Citadel,
gran
I cornered the
defecto,
Turian
Shepard,
bastard in the Citadel Tower
y es que
and
no sabe bailar. No sabe bailar. Hay
he
una
died
escena
believing
en
that
el
the
Mass
Reapers
Effect
would
3
save him.
que se ponen todos a bailar. Y me acuerdo que Garrus dice, ¿pero qué está haciendo con los brazos? Y todos se ponen a criticarla porque baila fatal. Esa ciudad, o sea, es que de las ciudadelas para mí es mejor de que no sabe bailar y se ríen todos de ella. Porque no sabe bailar. Mucho salvar la galaxia, pero no tiene ni puta idea de bailar.
Even with the Citadel back in my control, Saren defeated and the Normandy leading the combined galactic fleet. The battle against Sovereign, a single Reaper, was relentless. It took the combined fleets of humanity and the other races, but in the end, Sovereign fell. But the costs were immense. While humanity's efforts in the war earned us our first seat on the Council, it was a hollow victory. The Reapers were still out there. I knew the fight was far from over, but as the one who'd led the fight against Saren, I was given new responsibilities. The choice of humanity's first counselor was left to me to decide.
Acuerda que le dije, sí, militarizando el consejo. Pero a ver, no voy a poner al otro, que me cae fatal. Tenía que ser Anderson.
That would soon be placed before him. The other choice, Captain Anderson, the career soldier. Tough but fair. But a friend, and someone I could trust.
A ver, había favoritismo, la verdad. No fueron unas selecciones muy imparciales, ¿eh? No fueron unas elecciones muy imparciales, ¿eh? Había favoritismo. Cogí a mi amigo, obviamente. Madre mía. La corrupción.
Could be repaired. Even the pain of lost friends would fade. But none of that mattered if the Reapers were still out there. And if they were all as powerful as Sovereign, we had to find a way to stop them. I had to find a way. I gathered my crew, took my ship, and went in search of answers. Officially, the Council would only say I was assigned cleanup duty, routing out any remnants of Saren's army.
Pero era mentira. Era mentira. XD. Vale, se acabó. Ahora sí que empezamos ya el juego. Me van a resucitar.
Commander Shepard has been recovered.
Mira, ves, ese es mi cuerpo calcinado. Mira.
The Lazarus Project will proceed as planned.
Mi cuerpo calcinado, mira. Guay, destrozado, mira los huesos, papu. Hostia, pero destrozado, ¿eh? Esta escena está muy guapa, las cosas como son, está muy guapa esta escena. Está muy guapa esta escena. Vale, ahora me escojo ahí el personaje que lo voy a dejar tal cual para que sea igual de... y me puedo cambiar aquí el tipo. Adepto. Yo adepto. Tus logros te dan acceso a los siguientes poderes. Mis logros del primer juego, ¿eh? Estrellar, ¿qué es estrellar? Estrellar. Quédate atrás. Es que no te dicen lo que es. Drenaje de energía. Hostia, espérate que esto a lo mejor me gusta. Venga, drenaje de energía. Venga. Ahora.
Something's wrong. She's reacting to outside stimuli, showing an awareness of her surroundings. Oh my God, Miranda. I think she's waking up.
Perra, es que no me cae... Pero la voy a salvar. Intentaré que no muera.
Shepard, don't try to move. Just lie still. Try to stay calm.
Heart rate's still climbing. Brain activity is off the charts. Scout's pushing into the red zone. It's not working.
Another dose. Now.
Heart rate dropping. Stats falling back into normal range.
Es que da para peli, si es que ya lo hemos dicho, que es que Mass Effect es que...
Almost lost her.
I told you your estimates were off. Run the numbers again.